Hi everyone, I'm Emmanuel, and I'm trying to guide you through our in-depth look at our latest feature, the verification flow. Today, we would explore how this powerful tool can, revolutionize your customer onboarding and your KYC processes, as well as make your onboarding of your customers very, very seamless. So today, you can access our verification flow when you come to our portal. When you look access it on the side nav under the no code feature, and then you can click on this verification flow. It will bring you a page like this as a first timer. Now I'm going to go ahead to create our first verification flow. Now you can see on this verification flow we can create, you can curate your customer experience, also configure your verification component, personalize your, as well as integration. So for this purpose, I'm going to do demo verification, and this is a demo. Now one of what we are trying to do here is to select a verification type. Here we are selecting either a face capture plus face match, as well as an ID verification, which are different options that we have available on our portal. Here I've selected ID verification, which is the use case I want to show us. And then I also have the verification use case. So verification use case um, is talking about what type of, how do you want to share this to your customers? Do you want to use a verification link, or do you want to go through the route of integration where you do your API/SDK? So for this purpose, I'm going to go the verification link route, and I'm going to create this verification flow. Now the verification flow has been created, and the system is asking you to select your country. So in this case, I can select a country. I can select multiple countries. In this case, I selected Nigeria, and I can also select different IDs that I want to verify in this client. So this is identity card. I've selected identity card. In Nigeria, we do have ID number check. We also have ID number plus biometric, as well as document verification. So in this case, I've selected digital ID plus biometric, and I can also select document verification. Now I can add other countries or other type of IDs as well that I want to collect in this country. Or so in this case, I've selected international passport, digital ID plus biometric, as well as document verification rather. Now I've gone ahead to add another country. I'm currently you can also add in the United Kingdom, yeah, and you can also add different type of IDs that you can verify. So today we cover over 226 countries across the world for ID verification, and you can see the travel document or resident ID or passport, or in the UK we are able to verify these documents. So I've selected resident ID, document verification, and I save this option. So to your right, you can see all the countries that you've selected, as well as all the IDs that you've also selected. And you can add more countries or layer more countries on top of one link and continue. So at this point, I'm going to continue to configure our first verification component, our verification component. So at this point, I'm trying to configure whether I want to enable image quality check as part of this process, or whether I want to enable active liveness, or whether I want to enable background cleanup. And then we also have set image retake. This will allow you to be able to set a number of retake or a number of image retake for your customers. So depending on how long you want them to be able to retake during the process of capturing. And then you can also toggle this off and on. So you can toggle this off and on as well if you do not want this in your process. So I save and continue this, and then this is where you configure your face match. So at this point, I can show we have system settings which would give you some recommended settings already, but you can also do this based on your own business rule. Uh, so the system, I said, based on the system setting, you can play around with this threshold as well, how based on the validation that you've done for your business. And then I save and continue. At this point, you can also add your logo, you can add your company color, you can add your font, you can add your customer URL, which you are also going to use as part of this process. So yeah, I select my logo, and I select a logo here, and I also select my color. So my brand color is green, so I want to select green. And at this point, I also select my font. So this is both demo.ng. You see your integrations. This is where you um because this is a verification link, you typically will set the private link KYC verification flow, where you set the duration that you want this link to last for. So I can say I want this to be a 10 hour, 10 minutes, 10 days, and whatnot. You can set this here as well, and then I save. So once this is saved, I also add my webbook for my callback URL, which I can add a webbook here as well, and then I'm done. Now I've been able to create my first verification flow, and I can see the verification name, the ID type, the link, the activity status, who it was created by, the date it was created, and some actions. So on these actions, you can send a public link if you want to send public link to that. This public link can be used in your business, can be used for verification across your businesses as well. And then you can also generate a private link which you can send to a specific individual. And then you can also reactivate this integration, this verification flow, as well as also uh, view your verification history.